Hey Libra, how are you? Excited to be here, excited to be with you. This is my latest drop on my site if you want to check that out. I'm super excited about that. I have a lot of cool stuff, but I'm not really going to get into it. I just kind of want to get into your reading. It took me a really long time to film Leo. I had to try over and over. It took hours, like literally like 9-10 hours. I just had to keep restarting and restarting. I spent all last night trying to do Leo's reading, and then I tried to like move on to Virgo, but then I like kept messing up and calling them Leo. So it was just like, I'm just gonna scrap that whole reading. Anyways, hey, I'm tired. It is after 4 a.m. here, but it's time to get these done and out to you guys. So I appreciate you tuning in, subscribing, supporting me. If you want more content from me, I do have a Patreon that I'm posting on. I would just wait till the first of the month though, so that you don't pay for a whole month for one day. But I have more content there, and I will be doing more content, spending more time on Patreon. So thank you guys again. My description, if you want to book a reading with me, if you want to check out my website, the items that I create, do that. Check out my Patreon if you're interested, and then my Venmo and PayPal are listed if you are interested in tipping me. Okay. Yeah, balance coming out. Rebirth. It's the Taurus new moon. I wish I could have my antlers. I just don't want to like zoom you guys. Well, I don't want to like mess with my camera, honestly. It's where I need it. I don't like messing with it. It takes forever to get it right. Dedication is coming out. Let's see. I switched the oracles for you guys, but I wanted to do like an Earth Day reading. It was kind of an Earth vibe, but you know, Taurus energy is all about Mother Earth, Gaia, the goddess. So it's going to be going on their whole season. Be brave and fly above the clouds with dedication. I really get here, Libra, is that you have a path that it's like your focus returns to this, but you haven't dedicated yourself to it yet because you allow things to cloud your judgment sometimes. There's something that you really do want, but it requires you to kind of, because it's a 3, mind, body, spirit. You have to get your mind, body, spirit in the game, basically. You also might be seeing repeating 3s. What that means for me is that, okay, my mind, I have to make up my mind that this is what I want, this is what I'm going for, and I'm not going to accept less. So this is where I want to have my own business. I want to be in a committed relationship that's healthy and faithful and, you know, with somebody that I adore and that adores me back. That's what I want. I want, you know, to have this career. I want to make this. You need to get your mind settled on this is the manifestation that I want, and I'm serious. I'm not going to waver on it. Okay, and then body. What do I need to do with my physical body and my surroundings to align with that? So if you are wanting to, you know, the business idea, are you making the time to develop this business, the side hustle? You know, a lot of people that run their own business, they tend to like kind of work odd hours. It depends on like who you are as a person, but you know, some people get up at like 3-4 a.m. and start their work. Some people like work late night, like me. It's my family that went to sleep are going to be waking up in 2 hours, 3 hours, and and I will still be awake. I never went to sleep because, you know, this is what I want. This is something I'm serious about and I'm committed to it. So I'm going to make the sacrifices I need to make to get there. I've already made my mind up, and now with my body, I need to take care of myself physically. I need to eat right. I need to make sure I'm hydrating. I need to clean my physical surroundings, you know? You've made up your mind. You have to align your physical reality with what you're trying to manifest. So if you want to manifest a relationship, are you the type of person the person that you are manifesting would want to be with? If you want somebody that's committed and loyal, are you committed and loyal? Would somebody that's committed and loyal want to be with somebody like you? If the answer is no, then you need to make some changes before that's going to manifest for you. Because for all you know, it already has manifested for you, and you're not recognizing it because you haven't done the inner work that you need to prioritize a healthy divine relationship over a karmic relationship that pulls you back into bullshit. But it's bullshit that you're comfortable with, you know? And then spirit. Once you make up your mind that you want something and you do the necessary work you need to align with it, you then have to allow spirit to take over. You are a co-creator with spirit. So, you know, you can't control exactly what's going to happen and the time that it's going to happen and how it's going to manifest for you. You have to allow spirit to take control. You have to surrender. There comes to a point that you make the decision that it's coming to you. You prepare for it to come to you, and then you trust that it's coming to you, you know? You have to be brave and fly above the clouds. Don't allow other people to cloud your judgment, make you, you know, question yourself, but also don't allow your ego to cloud your judgment. You're overcoming obstacles, and you're not going to give up on it. It's your manifestation that you've been working for. It's love. You're manifesting love. But there's a third party that's involved. There's a third party that's involved. There's a new beginning that's manifesting for you here, Libra. But you have to follow your intuition, the high priestess, because you are a very intuitive person and your intuition knows. Something you have not talked about this third party, but you know that there's a third party involved. Somebody has to reject the past and see the truth about the fact that they're just breadcrumbing. Every time you try to move forward, every time you try to free yourself, here they come trying to breadcrumb. There's a third party involved. Also a Leo energy. A Leo or Pisces, Cancer. You've got to overcome these obstacles. You have to overcome these challenges that are around you so that you can bring in this manifestation. Again, somebody's trying to manifest a loving connection with a soulmate, but you've been at odds because there's a third party involved. If it's not that there's a third party involved, it's that for some of you, your person doesn't like that. They have a hard time with your physical appearance. They have a hard time that other people want you. This is somebody that might, I don't get that they're super insecure, but I get that they've been cheated on before. They've been betrayed in relationships, and it bothers them, the attention that you get from other people, especially when you're not giving attention to them. It is a Leo energy. So it might even be, Libra, that Like, this is somebody that feels like you're out of their league in a way. So it just like is triggering for them to see other people flirt with you, to see you give attention to other people. They don't like it because they worry that somebody is going to take you from them. But again, it's like a self-sabotage here. They're sabotaging the connection because they feel that way, and so they keep other options. They keep other options because they feel like you have other options. But the only reason they feel like you have other options is because you're attractive. They feel like you're attractive. They feel like you would have a lot of options. Yeah, stand your ground here. People from your past, somebody played games with you and they regret it because they're recognizing that it was just an ego thing. That they were playing games with you to kind of like feed their ego. But the game's over because you recognize it was a karmic connection. There's a soulmate here. Or they played games with you because they were dealing with a karmic connection, but the games are over now because they're seeing this person for who they truly are. Yeah, and they're seeing now that they have to get their shit together because they're going to experience karma if they don't. Somebody wants to come towards you for a commitment, union with a soulmate, but they're afraid to move right now because they're insecure. For some of you, this person played games and juggled you with other women, tried to make you jealous, but it just came from a place where they felt like you were out of their league or that you got a lot of attention from other people. But I don't get that you were like entertaining them. It's just like they felt like you might be, or they just assumed that you were. Again, I get that this person that you're dealing with, Libra, they have relationship trauma and they're applying the way that somebody from their past treated them onto you in an unfair way. And it's almost like they're treating you like that and then they're putting you through what they went through. So you want, a harmonious connection here, but behind your back, this masculine is keeping this third party or multiple third parties, keeping their options open. And for some of you, they're having casual sex with somebody they're not telling you about. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. Some people are unsafe and unclean and don't go to the doctor. You here are setting boundaries, blocking things out that are causing you to compromise who you are, what you want, and you're standing your ground with it. And because your vibration is rising because you're making healthy choices, you're cutting off people that are blocking your happiness and your manifestations. With the Nine of Wands, you've been through a lot, but you're not going to give up. Somebody is self-sabotaging themselves when it comes to like financial decisions, finances. They sabotage themselves financially, especially there's like somebody has addictions here. They have insecurities and addictions. So it's like they don't have money, but it's because they're using their money like, partying. They sabotage themselves. And it's because they're a wounded person. They've been through a lot. Somebody, for some of you, you might be dealing with somebody that has like, somebody is wounded warrior. Somebody is like somebody that was like your person, whoever you're dealing with, they have PTSD. They're in the military and they have PTSD and they could have been like injured overseas. This person deals with that through drinking for some of you. And they're insecure about that. They don't want you to know that they have this problem and that they spend a lot of money on it. It's a way that they self-sabotage because it's almost like they're guarded to come near you because like they feel like you're out of their league. And for some of you, it's like they don't have money. They don't feel good about their financial position, but it's because their addictions. It's not that they don't make money, it's that they like blow their money on addictions. For some of you, it's like, you know, they drink a lot, they party a lot, they use drugs. They spend all of their money on that. It's just a self-sabotage. They sabotage themselves. This person, Libra, the person that you're dealing with, or cross-watcher, they fear rejection and they have insecurities. But it's like it's like a feedback loop here of self-sabotage. Because they don't feel good because they don't have money and they have addictions. So they deal with that by wasting more money on their addictions. And they feel like you're too good for them. You're just going to leave them. So they entertain other people so that you'll be forced to leave them, you know? It's like this person is feels insecure because of the way that they behave. They're not insecure because like of anything that they're not creating themselves. They're creating their reality. They feel like you're going to leave them, so they leave you before you have the opportunity to leave them. What did you do? How does that solve that issue for you? Because you still want this person, you still want to be with them, and now you've made it impossible for you to be with them. For some of you, you've been like waiting on this person to come back towards you, but you need to have clarity and take them off the pedestal that they are very risky with their lives. I'm telling you, this is like a live fast, die hard type of person. They're not safe with their body. They don't make good choices. So, you know, too free sexually. And some of them are like hard drugs. They're gonna like, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say this, but it's an ancestor, because this is something that this person said to you before they passed, but they kept telling you that you're going to drink yourself to death. And you're going to drink yourself to death. And you're entertaining, you know, mistresses because you're afraid if you give your all to this person, the one that you truly love, that they would reject you. But they are rejecting you because you are making them feel bad by being unfaithful. So rather than truly loving this person and allowing them to love you back and just seeing what happens, and even if it doesn't work out, the love that you shared with each other was very real, and that's something that is very healing in and of itself. You would rather sabotage it by making this person not like you because you've hurt them. Why would you want to hurt somebody that you have feelings for? Hurt them before they hurt you. Why are you assuming that this person would hurt you? What have they done to make you feel like they would hurt you? Your ex, you need to like wake up to the fact that like your ex is not, you know, the model of, you know, every person that you're going to date. You dated your ex because you made the decision to date your ex, and I'm sure there were a lot of red flags that you chose to ignore. That has absolutely nothing to do with this new relationship with the soulmate. That has everything to do with the fact that you need to heal and make better choices when it comes to love, and keeping third parties, keeping, you know, people side pieces, so that you don't have to deal with the rejection of truly giving yourself to somebody that you love. That's bullshit. Because you're making the choice to hurt somebody that you love, and that's going to come back to you, and none of those side pieces are going to treat you well. Every single one of those side pieces is going to cheat on you, treat you like shit, take your money, give you STDs, The way that you are treating the person that cares about you is going to manifest into your life through these third parties. So you're not showing your true feelings because you have a karmic in your life. And you can be with the karmic, not a chance with the soulmate. So choose the karmic. Choose the karmic. Nope. Don't do it, Libra. I honestly feel like if someone that I'm dating cannot decide between me and another person, I want them to go be with the other person, because I do not want to be in a relationship commitment with anybody that would put me in sort of like a competition with somebody else, because I would never do that to somebody. If I'm in a relationship with you, I'm not going to be comparing you to an ex. I'm not going to be wondering which one I need to be with, or maybe I'll go back to my ex. Like, if I've decided on you, I've decided on you, and I'm not going to hurt another person. It's stupid. Let me go back to my shitty ex because I'm scared to move forward, and at least I know what that shitty situation would be like. Just go be with the shitty ex and leave this new person alone then. Just be miserable and leave everybody else alone. You want to be miserable, leave us alone. That's how I feel. You're not going to make me jealous going back to a bullshit relationship, because I think that that's weak. That's unattractive to me, and it makes me view you as weak. So you're not a masculine that I want in my life, because I don't want a weak masculine that, is a horn dog and that runs back to shitty situations because they can't, sit with themselves and heal for 5 minutes. You have to constantly be up under somebody. That's like embarrassing, honestly. And if you're like that, I honestly think that it's embarrassing. And I think that you shouldn't be dating. You should be going to therapy. Because that's... I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just being honest with you. There was a point in my life where I was uncomfortable being single. There was a long period in my life where I always had somebody. I was always talking to somebody. I keep my I keep connections I have with people private until I know if it's going somewhere. If you're not going to be my boyfriend, I'm not going to tell everybody about you and post pictures of us. This is the guy I'm talking to that hasn't committed to me yet. That's not, no one needs to see that. I might talk to my close friends about you to get advice, but I'm not posting you on social media if we're talking. Talking is we're getting to know each other, and until we decide we're in a commitment, we're not doing anything. Not to me, personally. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. We're talking about karmics, going back to karmics. That's embarrassing. When I was younger, there was a period in my life where I'm a relationship person. My first relationship was 3 years. My second relationship was 5 years. And in between that, there were people that I dealt with for long periods of time. I've never been a hookup type of person ever. I've never enjoyed it. I don't like doing that. I don't like sharing my body with people, strangers. No. I don't like spending time getting to know somebody that's not going anywhere. I've just never been that type of person. I don't want to even say a date to marry. I am a date to enjoy you. I'm the type of person that if I really like somebody, I don't entertain other people. If it gets to that point, I don't entertain other people. I don't know. It's the 7th house Venus, though. That's how my Venus relates, is I do want to have something that's long lasting. So I don't like to waste time on things that aren't long lasting. If I know that this isn't going to go anywhere, I don't want to put any more time into it. I think that you just enjoy people and you enjoy like the connection, but I feel that when it gets to the point that I recognize it's not going to go anywhere, I would rather let it go, especially if somebody is putting me in a situation where they're treating me like I'm just another option, because I'm not just another option to you, especially when I never treated you like an option. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if I never treated you like an option, I always made you a priority, and you made me an option, what am I getting out of that? Besides somebody that I care about making me feel bad. You know, what are you getting out of this? What would the Libra be getting out of this? You're embarrassing me. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be trying to get to know somebody and they're texting their ex behind your back. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for me to be associated with somebody like you. You know? I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be like, you guys are a air sign though. You get that. Somebody's getting upset about it. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You don't think that that's embarrassing? That like, okay, there is, no, we're not going to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. It's like you have to be independent. You need to like you need to be able to be alone. You need to be able to like self-reflect, to grow. You don't do as much growing in a like bullshit karmic connection. You can't grow in this connection. Any growth you do, they're going to see as a threat and pull you back, because you guys the only thing you have in common is wounds. So if you heal those wounds, you don't relate with the karmic anymore. So you healing threatens this relationship. You can't heal. So why would the Libra waste time with somebody that is stuck? You want dedication. You want long-lasting love. That's not going to happen with somebody that is still hooking up with their ex behind your back. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for everybody involved. And I really don't appreciate somebody putting me in a situation like that against my will. Because if you would have told me that you were dealing with your ex, I would have cut you off. I wouldn't have even wanted to like hang out with you to begin with. That's such a turnoff for me. I like met somebody. This is a chatty, I don't know what to tell you. I have to get these out. This is what I'm being directed to talk about. Whenever I'm talking to somebody, trying to get to know somebody, I refuse talking as I'm grown. I'm an adult. I'm not in high school. Talking happened when you were in high school. After high school, talking was not a thing to me. No. We are either like dating, in a relationship, getting to know each other. Dating is we are going on dates and actively pursuing a relationship, you know, a commitment. That's where this is heading. It just hasn't got there yet. I don't consider talking a thing. That's weird to me. I talked about this on Twitter once. Is that not weird? Do you really want, I don't get this as you, Libra. I get this is your person. Do you want every single person that you've like exchanged numbers with to be out here telling people that you talked to them? What is talking? That you texted me and I texted you back? What is talking? That I was bored and answered your text messages because I didn't have anything else going on? That's weird. That's weird. It's weird to be in an energy where you have to hold on to people because you can't be by yourself. Because you don't like yourself. That's the problem, is why do you need a distraction from yourself? Why don't you like yourself? If you don't like yourself, you're not ready to be in a commitment. Because you're going to see the person that has done a lot of healing on themselves, that does like themselves, is like, oh, she's a bitch. Oh, she's stuck up. Oh, or he. He's an asshole. He's stuck up. He's a bitch. I don't know. You know, you see the other person as like in a negative light because they're confident and they love themselves. That doesn't make them a bad person. And it doesn't mean that they would cheat on you. It doesn't mean that they would hurt you. It doesn't mean that even though they have options, they would choose those other options. People that truly love themselves don't entertain other options because they don't need it. When you think about it, it's just a distraction. Dating is a huge distraction. Especially if you're dating multiple people at once. I think if you have a lot of free time and you're like a chatty person, it can be fun. But if you don't have a lot of free time, if you're a busy person, it's distracting. I don't want to talk to 10 different people. I don't want to message somebody all day with like stuff that's like, we're not even really having a conversation. We're not getting to know each other. This is a huge waste. You're just taking up my time. And some people just want somebody to take up their time because they're not happy with themselves and they need a distraction. Do you really want to be a distraction though? I don't know. I mean, the third parties here is the true distraction because they have a soul connection with you and they have true feelings for you, but they entertain this karmic. And for some of you, you're gonna reject them because they're not gonna let go of the karmic. And at that point, no. I'm telling you, Libra, that's like from my experience. If they have a toxic ex, if they have an ex that, if they mention any negativity about an ex, and then they also mention that they're still in communication with that ex, goodbye. That's an absolute deal breaker. No, that's a deal breaker for me. Because I've been put in this situation too much, Libra, and I know you feel the same way. You're cutting this person off. They're finding they're seeing it as a game. Because they like your confidence here, but like, this isn't a game. This is Libra's life. This isn't a game. It's like they see you as a challenge to be won. I don't like this, Libra. Honestly. Don't give up on manifesting real love and don't settle here. Don't settle for somebody that tries to make you feel like you're just another option and that comes around and wants to fight for you because they feel like you're hard to get. This is somebody that like they're attracted to you when they feel like you're moving on, and then when you're there and you're wanting to work on things, they're entertaining other people. It's like a fear thing for them, but this is not going to move forward. Somebody might be dealing with a Leo or I was going to say or a Libra, but this is your reading. I got 2 Leo cards. You're overcoming childhood wounds from your past, and it's going to bring in a new beginning for you, one that brings you justice. I'm telling you, a lot of you have been in this energy where you worry too much whether people like you, and you get put in these positions where they try to make you like compete with others, and there might have been a time that you did, or it's just like they're saying like, why doesn't he like me? Why doesn't she like me? Like you get more fixated on like why they don't like you, why they're not pursuing you, rather than how does this person genuinely make me feel? Start to check in with yourself and your body when you're around this person, when you're around anybody. Because if there's somebody in your life that consistently, and this is for family, friends, anybody, relationships, coworkers, if you consistently make me feel bad, we do not need to progress this any further. I don't need people in my life that make me feel bad. somebody from your past, they're regretting their decisions. They're regretting the way that they treated you. I'm telling you, for some of you, they had somebody behind your back and that person ended up giving them an STD. There's an STD. It's a consequence of this person's actions. Somebody is like too reckless with their body. Yeah. You're resisting this abusive person. There's somebody that's a master manipulator. You have really high expectations for this person. You did at one point. They're never going to meet them. They're never going to be able to show up and be the person that you need them to be, Libra, because that's not who they are. And you need to like come back to reality and recognize who this person truly is. Take them off the pedestal and see them for who they are. If it's not, it's somebody from your past, or might be somebody that you have a child with. Childhood is involved here. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like these have been all over the place, but my guides keep saying that I'm trancing. They say, stop, you're going into trances. It's hard for me because it's almost like I am like disassociating a little bit, and I'm not. They say don't say disassociate. It's like I'm out of body is what I'm doing. I am out of body, which is channeling, but I'm channeling in a different way than I usually do. I'm channeling in a way that I am removed. They told me that I was going to do this like a year ago. They told me I would eventually get to a point that I would channel in a way that I would not get tired from channeling because I wouldn't be doing the work anymore. They would. I wouldn't be doing the energy transference. They would be. Anyways, what I said, you're wasting your time committing to this person because that's just a karmic lesson. There's a soul partner here for you, Libra, that you've manifested, but they're holding on to an ex. For some of you, they're going to try to commit towards this ex. It's a huge waste of time for them. And they're going to end up with an STD from it because that person, their ex, is a master manipulator. But they're being manipulated by their ex, and then they're turning around and manipulating you. So what the ex is going to do to them is their karma for the way that they've been treating you. They led you on. They never told you that they were dealing with somebody else. So now they're whoever they have on the side here, their ex is coming back around, their mistress. It's a karmic connection. This person's cheating on them and leading them on. It's going to be in and out of their life, ghosting them. Basically, the way that they've treated you is going to play out with this karmic, but worse because you had a soul connection with them. They don't have a soul connection with this karmic. This karmic is manifesting into their life to teach them a lesson on the way that they're treating other people, including you. You're finding freedom from a karmic tie, a codependency within your family. That's why it started within childhood. That's why you had a tendency, Libra, to people please. You grew up in an environment where you had to try to please all of the adults around you. And you probably weren't given attention or affection unless you had done something that pleases, your parents. Your parents are kind of like, not to say that they're bad people, but maybe your parents were very busy. They were distracted. They had a lot going on. So, the only time you really got like attention and one-on-one with them was when you were doing something like, making good grades, cleaning around the house, doing your chores. It was like you had to do something. You had to perform in some way. that made them happy. Or it could be like, darker. You could have been caretaking for an abusive parent, for an addict parent. Whatever your situation, you grew up in an environment where you had to please everybody to create harmony. So you play that out in your relationships. You worry too much whether that other person likes you, whether you're being a good partner to them. I used to do that too, and I still do it, but I had to recognize that that's who I am, and I don't have to accept connections that make me compromise who I am or make me feel bad for who I am. Because I really am the type of person that I have to like somebody, like their personality, in order to really be attracted to them. I cannot date people that I don't like as a person. I can't. I won't do it. I can't, because it's not attractive. I don't care like someone's physical appearance. If I don't enjoy your company, if I don't think that you're a nice person, if you don't like make me feel safe around you, secure around you, I don't. Nope, sorry. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something, but it's a little crude, and I'm not in the mood to be crude. I'm the type of person that if I really like somebody, I think that there's a certain point when you're getting to know somebody and you're not sure if you like them, you haven't really hung out yet. But when I get to the point that I actually like really genuinely like somebody and want to invest in them, I don't entertain other options. Unless I know that that other person is entertaining other options, and I feel like I need to try to like get back out there. If I'm being like rejected by that other person, if I feel like that other person isn't interested in me, then I would keep other options. But if I feel that, we have a genuine connection and I want it to go somewhere, I don't like to keep other options. It's distraction. I'm too busy for that. I don't like to text random people all day. I don't like to do that. I don't know where this is going. I'm sorry, guys. This is why it takes me a while to put out readings sometimes, is I'm just having like a hard time doing readings, but I feel like I should just post these and just let them be what it is, because people want the readings. They get something out of them. People might, be pissy in the comments, but whatever. They can just get blocked. I don't care to block somebody that's being annoying in my comments. Okay, whatever. Let's just end it, Libra. Let's just cut it off there. I don't want to keep blabbering to you. I remember what I was talking about. Okay, let me finish this thought and then we're going to go. I'm so sorry. I'm the type of person, I have to have an intellectual connection with somebody in order to find them attractive. So I have to get to know them as a person, their personality, to find them attractive. I don't find people that attractive, honestly. It's demisexual, whatever. I'm not attracted to that many people. It's very hard for me to find someone that I even find attractive. Dating is very painful for me because I'm just not into anybody. I'm really just not. I'll meet somebody that I'm into like maybe once a year, once every 2 years. It's really how I am. I can't entertain a lot of people because I'm not into it. I recognize that about myself. So when I am trying to date, if somebody makes it apparent that they have other options, that they're still entertaining their ex, that they don't want anything serious, that they're non-committal, it's a no for me. And I have to just let it be no. And it sucks sometimes when I like somebody and have a connection with them and would like to explore it, but I can't be the only one that's there. I'm not going to force you to get to know me. I don't feel like, I feel like I'm a pretty cool person, and there are a lot of people that would love to get to know me. So I'm not going to waste time on somebody that's making me feel bad and making me feel like I'm not good enough. So I don't know, Libra. I think that that's just kind of what this is that you can have a connection with somebody, but if they're not going to meet you where you are, this is what came out with Virgo. You've done the work on yourself and you're manifesting a real true heart connection. If the person that you're trying to manifest this connection with isn't doing the work on themselves, it's just not going to work. Especially if they're somebody that has to have options, has to have people around, because what if you go on a trip? What if you get into a fight and you need to take some space? I need to be able to trust that us taking space from each other is like, so we're taking space so that we can, you know, heal, we can work on ourselves, we can come back to each other. I don't need to be worried about like you sleeping with somebody else. As soon as like, I don't know, I think that we deal with certain things when we're younger, or when we're used to like unhealthy situations, when we're used to toxic relationships. Our tolerance, our pain tolerance, emotional pain tolerance can be pretty high. But like, I don't know, when you start to do the healing work, when you start to like really learn to love yourself, you just get to the point that it's like, I am the coolest person I know, literally. So if you don't find me cool, that I don't care. You're not as cool as I thought you were. We don't vibe. That's fine. We don't vibe. That's fine. But what we're not going to do is make me feel like I'm not enough for you, and that I need to like do something to win you over, or that I need to water myself down to win you over, because there are plenty of people out there that would love me at my fullest and at my emptiest. And that's really what I deserve, because that's what I would give, you know? So you deserve what you give, Libra, and you deserve somebody that's committed to you, because you're dedicated. So you deserve that back, and don't settle for less. And don't allow somebody, just because you have a connection with somebody, just because you care about somebody, if they're playing games and they're entertaining other people, you got to see this, got to see the reality of what it is, and make choices based on what it is you want. And if they're not in alignment, you got to let that person go. It'll hurt for a little while, but you'll be glad when you meet somebody new and you're on the same page and you manifest that real person. Because until you make space for your soul partner to manifest, and your soul partner that is your equal and that is ready for you, if you don't make room for them to manifest in your life, you're just postponing their manifestation with somebody that's wasting your time. You know, that's what a karmic is. They teach you something, you get something out of it, but there comes a point where you're holding on to the relationship because this is something that you've had for a long time. Or, you know, you're afraid that if you let them go, what if no one else wants me? What if it doesn't work out with anybody else? I've put so much time into this connection. You know, what if it doesn't, you know, what if nobody else wants to be with me? What if nobody else is willing to put up with me? What if this? What if that? We're not going to get into it. I'm so tired, guys. I'm just rambling at this point. I hope this reading was helpful for somebody. Thanks for being here. I will see you again soon. Bye.